Hey everybody, and Tony here with a review of Jonas Kaufmann l'Opéra with conductor Bertrand de Billy, along with the Bayerisches Staatsorchester, which was released on September 15, 2017. Accompanying Jonas Kaufmann were the lyric dramatic baritone Ludovic Tézier and the full lyric soprano Sonia Yoncheva. I was so excited to review this particular album because I've always wanted to hear how Herr Kaufmann was going to fare in not only his signature French arias of Don José's La fleur que tu m'avais jetée, but also many other arias which I was sure fit him like a glove, like Aîné's Inutile Regret from Berlioz Le Troyon, and even Rachel quand deux seigneurs from Halévy's La Juive. And of course, a lot of other great French arias for either a spinto, full lyric, or dramatic tenor. And the results from this album were absolutely phenomenal. Now, what more can I say about Jonas Kaufmann that hasn't been said already? I absolutely admire him, not only as a singer, but as a complete performer. He is completely dedicated to his craft, and his style, his manner, his virility, and his overall charm are very much in great evidence. In terms of the lyrical arias consisting of Ah, lève-toi soleil, Enfants les yeux, and Venez-moi, ma bien-aimée from Romeo et Juliette, Manon, and Le Roi Dix, respectively, he was able to sound so charming and so lively and quite youthful in the hero roles of Romeo, De Grieux, and Million. His style was pristine, and more than anything, his musicianship was of the highest order. The same thing I can say about his more dramatic arias, especially that of Eleazar's Rachel quand deux seigneurs, in which he was able to evoke such pain, anguish, and melancholy, and he was able to sing this aria not only very well, but masterfully. He was not only in great control of his signature round and rich baritonal spinto tenor voice, but he also paid close attention to detail, emotion, and having the right phrasing for each and every note. And yes, for someone who is a native German speaker, he certainly knew how to handle the French language exceptionally, which should come off as no surprise, as he's also been very well known for singing Don José from Bizet's Carmen. And if you ask me, I would have loved to hear him sing some of Sanson's arias, like Arrêtez mes frères, and even the aria where Samson ended up having his eyes gouged out and he is turning a sort of wheel, and then he sings an aria in which he declares about his misery and his overall anguish of what has happened to him in his current state. And although I love his rendition of Au Paradis from Meyerbeer's L'Africaine, I would have also loved to hear him sing other Meyerbeer operas like Robert le Diable, Les Huguenots, and even Le Prophète. I'm sure he would have made a fine Raoul de Nangy with his aria Plus blanche que la mine, and I'm sure he would have sung that exceptionally. So overall, when it comes to his solo performance in this album, Jonas Kaufmann was, as always, flawless from beginning to end, and I really loved how he was able to wrap up the album with Inutile Regret, Aîné's aria from Berlioz Le Troyon, which he sang with such great abandon. Special acknowledgement has to go to Ludovic Tézier in terms of his great musicianship and his flawless phrasing when he sang with Herr Kaufmann in the duet of Enfants de Templeson from Bizet's Le Pêcheur de Perles, and their voices blended so beautifully. Their vocal richness and, of course, their great talents as true musicians certainly made this particular duet stand out with flying colors, and also to Sonia Yoncheva's absolutely gorgeous singing of Manon, as she was able to complement Herr Kaufmann's dark, rich, round, and absolutely focused, dramatic tenor voice to the greatest of her abilities, and they were able to sing together so effectively. So overall, this was definitely a great experience to hear Herr Jonas Kaufmann sing all of these grand French opera arias, not only in terms of his solo performances, but also with some great contributions made by Ludovic Tézier and Sonia Yoncheva. And the conducting done by Maestro Bertrand de Billy was absolutely amazing. He led the orchestra so well. He made sure that Herr Kaufmann, Monsieur Tézier, and Signora Yoncheva stayed in tune and in cue. And of course, the Bayerische Staatsorchester were absolutely flawless. With that said, I give Jonas Kaufmann L'Opéra a well-deserved rating of 5 out of 5 stars. It is a definite must-listen if you are a huge Jonas Kaufmann fan. Whether you love him in a lot of these great French opera arias or even in a lot of opera arias that he sang in general, I am sure you will not be disappointed. And for those of you who listened to this particular album, what did you think of it? Did you feel like Jonas Kaufmann stole the show with his flawless musicianship, his great attention to detail, and his overall amazing talents as a singing actor? Was there another singer who stole his thunder, like Ludovic Tézier or Sonia Yoncheva? Or was there a track or something that just didn't really hold up as much? Comment below and let me know. Well, that's all for now. Be sure to tune in much later for my review of Rossini's La Cenerentola live from the Kungliga Operan. So until then, have a great day, everybody.